If you've been named an executor or administrator of an estate, you often wonder, do I really need a trust? What would that do for me? Well, I think a trust is a necessary thing to have for our estate planning and for our family, for those that we love. Because number one, a trust keeps all your financial affairs private. If you have a trust and you put your assets in the trust, then you don't have to go through probate. And especially if you have a will that is a pour-over will that takes all the assets that you maybe have missed or you forgot to put in your trust or you just neglected to do it. And the pour-over will says, put all my assets in my trust when I die, then you're pretty well covered and everything is private. You don't, all your affairs are not public. And also you don't have to go through probate if you have a trust. And you don't have to pay an attorney. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad to pay attorneys because I think attorneys are very valuable professionals. They know, a lot of them know a lot and they're very good and very competent. And I always think that you're best off to use professionals to help you. But if you just don't want to do that, or you just can't, or you don't have the money right now to do that, there are ways to do your own trust. You can handwrite it, but you're kind of in the dark because you don't know the legal pathways to go down to make it halfway, have a chance of having it hold up in legal circles in the court. But there's Nolo Press, Nolo Press, Press, or nolo.com, Nolo.com, that prints all kinds of software, and then they have an interview process, and they will help you write the trust. And then you just make it simple because it names who you want to have handle your affairs. You're the trustee, so you make the trust. You have complete control over your assets as long as you're alive, if it's a revocable trust, and you have a plan. So I think it's better to have a trust that you do by yourself rather than having nothing. Just don't try to make it complicated and don't do, silly things, and don't have language in there that is inappropriate. So you can do it. I always recommend that you get a professional to help you. But if you don't want to do that, or you can't, or you don't have the money, or you don't have the time, or whatever, do the trust. You'll be glad that you did. If you found this helpful, click that like button, please, to help other people find this information. And I'd be happy to help you. Talk to the real Gene Brown. Thanks.